Merry Christmas cross points, me people. But like, for real this time. And in celebration of that, SpongeBob. So, I really feel like I don't need to explain who SpongeBob is to you people. But hey, if one of you happens to be crawling out of their basement and seeing the sun for the first time, get help. And SpongeBob is a show that began in 1999. It revolves around the titular character SpongeBob, a sponge, and his friends Patrick, Sandy, and Squidward, and his boss Mr. Krabs every now and then, going on, I really wouldn't say adventures, they just sort of do stuff, and stuff happens. That's it, that's the plot. And it's been going on like that for 21 years now. It's had good seasons, great seasons, and the post-movie seasons, but it got better eventually, though that streak might be over soon. Regardless, SpongeBob has been around basically my entire life, and for most people, they can say they enjoy at least some part of it. One particularly beloved episode being our topic of discussion today, the original SpongeBob Christmas special, Christmas Who. We begin with a segment with Patchy the Totally Not Tom Kenny Pirate getting ready for the holiday season. And while this entire bit is pretty decent, there's only so many ways you can say, that's funny, and there's only so many jokes I feel like spoiling. So let's just watch this and move on with the show. Our story actually begins with SpongeBob getting ready to surprise Sandy with a karate move, which is a really funny way of saying you're stalking outside someone's house getting ready to assault them. Look man, you can try to be all cute and comedic all you want, but that's what's happening. Sandy is setting up a Christmas tree house, but SpongeBob, having never seen one, seems to take the wrong idea.
Daddy, fire! Huh? So I guess there's no fire?
Okay, so 3 things. 1, that's not fire. Those are colorful lights. These are not the same. They do not look the same. 2, there are 3 things in that shot and you somehow managed to hit the smallest one. 3, dude, do you not have your doors locked? Was this a thing in the before times? Is her locker Glock? Is that what's happening here? Oh god, she's packing. Oh Sandy begins to explain what Christmas is, but what the hell is any of this supposed to mean? Alright, you know what? Let's try to figure it out. Okay, that could be considered a toy or a child at play. I can see that. Okay, no, that's definitely a child at play, so the first one is a toy. Santa being buff? Is that a thing? Oh god, this is in my search history now. I got nothing. Okay, so those are reindeer. The snow? Gifts coming from the sky? Close enough. SpongeBob, fascinated by what he just heard, goes off to tell the rest of the important characters about it, specifically about writing letters to Santa. Krabs wants free shit, Squidward basically wants a J. Jonah Jameson Santa, and Patrick calls Santa a genie. Which, magical being that gives you any gift you want so long as a certain criteria is met? Close enough. Well done, Patrick. Anyway, SpongeBob shows off a machine he built to launch a bottled letters to Santa. I ask, how the hell did you make that? Just for funsies, I decided to look up where the Bikini Bottom is. Apparently, it's in the middle of the Pacific, between Hawaii and Australia. The average depth is about 4,280 meters, or 14,000 feet. Meaning that roughly 4-inch tall SpongeBob managed to build a machine that shoots a bullet-sized tube over 2.5 miles in roughly 2 seconds underwater! So yeah, enjoy that little nugget of joy. And while you're enjoying it, let's get back to the story. Soon the entire town has heard of Santa and Christmas, with each of them writing their own letter to Santa. Except Sandy, who seems to have completely fucked off from the story. Cause, oh well. And might I say, all these guys have really shit wishes.
I'd like a glass of water for my teeth.
Dude just wished for a glass of water. Just get a glass of water. Actually, now that I think about it, you're in water. And don't tell me that doesn't make any sense, cause... So take that! Anyway, Squidward comes along to be, well, Squidward, and is not understood and or completely ignored by the rest of the town. Which brings us to the most well-known part of the episode, the song. Which I can't play any of, cause YouTube and copyright are a bunch of bollocks. But for now, to summarize this song, everyone in Bikini Bottom talks about the joys of Christmas while preparing the town. The song is super catchy, the scenes are funny, it's great, here's the song's name, and the official link is in the description, enjoy. That said, there are a few things here or there that I don't really like. Like, this part is just lazy. For some reason, everyone keeps on bashing on fruitcake, which, why? Fruitcake's good, man. And something I just noticed, why is SpongeBob out shopping if he just assumes that everyone is gonna get their present from Santa? I mean, hey, maybe he's just shopping for Sandy, who, you know, is still completely vanished from this goddamn special. Actually, wait, now that I think about it a bit more, where did they get all their Christmas shit? Didn't they just find out about Christmas like 2 days ago max? Whatever, I guess. After a quick patchy thing, we get...
I hope he can read Portuguese.
Wait, why are you speaking English? And where the fuck did you learn Portuguese? We're in the middle of Australia and Hawaii. We're pretty damn far from Portugal. Anyway, SpongeBob realizes that Squidward is the only person left that didn't send his letter.
Squidward, hurry!
Okay, that was perfect. SpongeBob tries to help Squidward write his letter, but Squidman just doesn't want it, telling the town that Santa doesn't exist. Eventually, the entire town gathers to sing to welcome Santa, and as Squidward predicts, Santa never comes. The entire town blames SpongeBob, and after a while, even Patrick gives up, and oh god, it's pre-Olaf. Squidward wakes up and rubs it in everyone's face that he was right. A bit excessive, really. I mean, you're making your crying neighbor take a picture? Damn, Squidward, you're a...
The first Christmas is this Christmas!
Yeah, that. SpongeBob still gives Squidward a gift he got him so he wouldn't feel left out when Santa came though, which ends up being a special wood-crafted clarinet that even has little wooden figures of Squidward that comes out when you hit it. So, between the machine from earlier and this, I now choose to say that SpongeBob is secretly a goddamn genius. And that the only reason Plankton hasn't taken the secret formula by now is because he's secretly defending it this entire time. I mean, just how? Squidward ends up loving his gift and admits he's been a
Big jerk!
But as SpongeBob sadly tries to put away everything, he hears something coming from the... Well, he doesn't actually know where it's coming from at first, but eventually he hears something coming from the roof. Which, how the fuck did Squidward get up there and change so fast? It's been like 10 seconds. Anyway, Squidward falls and SpongeBob has a seizure for a few minutes before the main point of the episode is made.
I didn't bring Christmas to Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob. You did.
Which is honestly a nice message that Christmas comes from the spreading of the cheer as opposed to just the gifts. At least that's what I got out of it. Eventually though, the townspeople come with this guy looking like he really wants a piece of Santa, and Squidward gives away his entire house bit by bit to give gifts to all of the Bikini Bottom. Once everything is gone, SpongeBob comes and tells Squidward all about Santa being there, and not wanting to deal with this, Squidward sends him away only to find a letter from the real Santa, which magically disappears to reveal him flying in the air. Or in the water, potentially on meth. Squidward admits he's insane, plays with his new gifts, and our special ends with Patrick doing a really good SpongeBob impression.
Hooray! Oh, a storm!
Oh, and something about man, bird, love. The end. So, I'll be honest, this didn't really hold up as well as I thought it would. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't consider this bad, but to me, there's just too many problems to not ignore. Trust me, there's the small stuff like, hey, Sandy just completely fucked off from the story after just introducing the main topic, or them managing to convince the entire town about Santa existing even though they had just found out about it themselves. That's a bit annoying, but it doesn't really hurt the special overall. What does hurt the special for me is the ending. So Squidward, after acting like a complete asshole for the entire special, finally decides to do the right thing. Not because he felt bad seeing SpongeBob cry, but because SpongeBob got him a gift. But hey, you could argue he learned his lesson, right? No, because then immediately after he gets completely screwed over. And then when you think he's starting to learn something about it, no, by the end he immediately regrets all of this. Compare this to the Chowder Holiday Special. In that one, the main motivation was to try to make the other characters happy. This one tries to go for more of a redemption thing, but even by the end of it, nothing really changes. And finally, all of this could have been avoided if Santa just showed up on time, or showed up at all. Why didn't he show up the other years? Hell, if Santa showed up on time, everyone would have gotten their gift, Squidward would have been wrong, but he still would have gotten a gift anyway from SpongeBob, and he would have learned the meaning of Christmas either way. Maybe I'm looking too deep into this, and hey, the jokes are still pretty decent overall, but I think Chowder hilariously probably had the better holiday special over SpongeBob. Either way, I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season, and we'll see what we do for New Year's. Have a good night, and happy holidays.